Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Panthers going up against the Vikings. With that, we'll send you up to Minneapolis with our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are at the newest stadium in the NFL, and its inaugural year. There's a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL, but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stat frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. Now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
When I see Sharif Floyd hit the field, I think of all the potential he has, and it's a lot of fun watching that surface.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. 23 yards on the play. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they felt like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 7-3.
Drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not the guy's going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll go on the ground. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat, you better pick another way.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the first game starts, he's on to punt. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. On the counter now. Down. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll be first down Vikings.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Just a yard up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing. But one of the reasons for success, they know how to make sure that they keep the defense off and not able to just simply, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt.
On the move left. Is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flat plays very often. Reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. And he fires one, but incomplete. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Panthers will get it here. Take possession. Vikings defense getting ready to go. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
And these are for real. Okay, as you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball carrier or the receiver.
I don't want to.
And then taking that shot, it is something else. Like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies, this is for real.
They go with the running back. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because what? you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary. Nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st down, it's Newton. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sharif Floyd able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And this is a quarterback who certainly played awfully well last week in their win. I know he's looking to replicate that one here today.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll run it here. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here's Gall. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Shreds the tackle. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play here.
It's caught. Shepard. Touchdown, Vikings. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
And he puts it through. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Carolina to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to see the make a run there.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball. That's
what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
There he goes left side. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Newton on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a first down throw for Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
On second down, here's Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
But hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. On first down, it's gone. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
They go play action here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
From the red zone now, Goff. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
A collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And they give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
So, geez, don't you at least want your guys to get a drink of water? Probably pretty thirsty. Whatever, your wish, our command. Third quarter now. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more. It's some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got DBs out there. Third down pass.
Sure we can spot any here on this. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get in the air, but they run successfully.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. A look at the offense now here. Out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield. Seems simple. The last part, find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they get their 50%. Newton. Right on Siebert. And taking it across midfield and just shy. And after the game last, see the improvement in this one. They defensively take to hold him down, but trying to do it hasn't worked as well.
And I think the reason it hasn't worked as well is that they found the gaps between coverage. And what I mean by that is ordinarily, with a player of this caliber, try and make sure you're off the line of scrimmage, get him off his route. What he's doing, though, is getting off the line of scrimmage, and before the second guy can get involved in the play, the ball's being delivered. That allows him to get upfield and make even bigger plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard, but officially 3rd and 2. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line, that room to run just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
Well, it was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll take this end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Effort there. His first on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22 line. The Panthers defense, they make their way back out there now. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So there'll be a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Goff now to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on first. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Let's go.
Now Goff on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Sterling Shepard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Fresh set of downs here. On first down, it's Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Newton on first down. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Of all the routes that defenders would love to remove from offensive playbooks, I think the wheel route would rank near the top. And on that one, they almost had it, just wasn't able to come down in bounds.
Yeah, as you see right there for the running back, it's tough as you're going toward that sideline trying to stay in bounds. He couldn't do it.
Yeah, just didn't have enough real estate, as they like to say.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Newton on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little history, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting in and affect their play.
And let's see what have up his final last stand and win this football game. Newton to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. On second down, here's Newton. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. But he caught it out of bounds, and the score stays the same here in the fourth.
So close to changing numbers on the scoreboard. When you're running routes in the end zone, you've got to give yourself enough space as a receiver to make sure you can come down with the ball inbounds.
Especially in this type of a game in the fourth quarter. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Gano's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Goff now looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Look. Second down following the run.
Check 4, check 4. Here we go now. 3,
Throwing now, Goff. And he finds Tyler Croft. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come out with 1 back and tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting through. And he's got some space here. 20. And he gets it all down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
4 down. Now let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Come on.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson. Is that his name?
Just here.
Drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And quickly they get to the line. And the spike comes with just 12 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route.